Hey, do you just cringe when your yoga teacher says that downward facing dog is a resting pose and you're just in pain while you're in it? Well, then this video is for you. I'll show you my 3 tricks to feel much more comfortable in downward facing dog. Number 1, the placement of your hands on the mat. So start by placing your hands about shoulder width apart and with your index fingers parallel to each other. But then very importantly, I want you to spread your fingers out wide. So rather than having your fingers together, really spread them out so you can see your yoga mat in between your individual fingers. And then, and this is very important, I want you to press through all parts of your hands. So not just the palm of your hand, but also each individual finger and also your fingertips. That will give you a lot of strength in your arms, and it also takes pressure off your wrists. And you will feel much more comfortable in downward facing dog. Number 2, once you're in downward facing dog by drawing your hips back and up, you might start rounding your spine a bit because you're trying to straighten your knees. But if you have tight hamstring, it's going to be very difficult for you to straighten your knees while also lengthening your spine. So the trick here is to keep a bend in your knees, which allows you to really straighten your spine and create the V shape that we're after. You could even start by really exaggerating it and deeply bending your knees and drawing your chest towards your thighs. And then start to straighten your knees just a bit more, but keep a bend in your knees to feel that lengthening of your spine. And then my 3rd and final trick. Once you're in downward facing dog and you're pressing through all parts of your hands and you're keeping a slight bend in your knees so you can straighten and elongate your spine, and you're thinking, well, yes, it's better, but it's still not great, then play around with the placement of your hands and feet. So maybe you want to step your feet a little bit wider. Maybe you want to bring your hands out a little bit wider, or maybe you actually want to turn them out a bit. This could be more comfortable on your shoulders. So I invite you to give that a try and play around with it to make it work for your body. I hope you enjoyed those 3 tips for a more comfortable downward facing dog. If you want similar tips for 5 other yoga poses, I invite you to download my free starter guide to yoga. I'll put the link into the comments. See you next time.